Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Hello, Mr. Nix. How was your week?
Busy. Been so busy I haven't even had the chance to open up one of those glorious new time capsules. I've heard so many good things about it.
That's okay. You didn't miss much, I would say. I would strongly suggest if all you really want is the style, just buy it from the broker. Although the collections for the Superboy Jacket, those are pretty pricey. I have to admit.
Not for me.
I just want my feet and then I'm done with it and I'll never touch it ever again.
And from what I understand, the Superboy collections are the rare ones. So
Yep.
if you see them in a capsule or if you see them for cheap on the broker, buy them.
Other than rescue missions?
They have some of the weirdest names for their collections too. Like the most expensive collection, I'm sure you guys already know. It's called the Superman Poke Bowl. What? Where do they come up with these ridiculous names? By the way, how's my mic? Do I sound okay?
You're a bit weird. Let me see if I can adjust it on my end.
Tomorrow, my crisp renewal comes back in, so I'll sound a lot better as of next week. So I apologize for that.
Okay, that's alright. Say something?
Multi is a loser hero.
That sounds about right.
Yes, it does.
So today, guys, we are going to play the Teen Titans raids. I don't want our friend Nix to have a heart attack, but also in the long run, we'll try to play all the raids. When I made my poll last week, it was to gauge basically what raids we should play and in what order. But in the long term, we'll try to play all the raids. I'm sure there's some of you guys who maybe missed out on some of the raids. Like around the time when the Teen Titans Time Capsule, the Teen Titans DLC was the latest DLC. I wasn't playing this Universe Online for very much, if at all. So it'll give me a chance to catch up. But if some of you guys also need to catch up, come and join us. And in the long term, we'll try to play all the content. And if we're brave, if our friend Nix is brave, eventually we might even try to play some of the Elite content. We could probably try with the Elite, I don't know, Amazon Fury Part 3 content or something like that to start progressively. But in the long term, we'll try to play all the content, and we'll try to play maybe some of the Elite version if we can at some point. And also a little not warning. Anyway, for the summer seasonal. It was supposed to last only 2 weeks, but sadly they were supposed to adjust the prices of the base items, well, of all the items on the seasonal vendor, to make up for the fact that the seasonal was supposed to last only 2 weeks. But as it turns out, they did not adjust the prices for whatever reason, so they've adjusted the seasonal instead. So the seasonal will last 1 month as opposed to lasting only 2 weeks. So if I recall correctly, it should last until July 7th. Mr. Nix will correct me if I say something crazy.
That sounds right. Yeah,
okay.
That sounds right.
So the seasonal should last until July 7th. So instead of having 2 weeks to enjoy the seasonal, you will have a whole month because the devs forgot to adjust the prices on the vendor. I know a lot of people were a bit worried about that, but don't worry, they have extended the seasonal, especially for that.
And if you want to know how to make money throughout that seasonal, I have a video. I can link it in the comment section. Once this video goes on YouTube, then I'll show it off to everybody, and you guys can figure out what's the greatest items for you to find. You make a lot of money off of this.
What a shameful plug.
I know, right? Yeah, gotta get it in every once in a while.
It shows that you're usually an evil villain.
I have to be.
You have to be evil, or you have to be a villain.
I have to be the. You have to be the yin to my yang.
Okay, that works. And let's see, but while we wait for people to join us, so what do you think of the new time capsule so far?
So, I mean, it's looked nice somewhat. There's some nice looking styles. I think you're wearing the style right now, right?
Yes.
Style coming out of it. So, I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not. There's no oomph to this. It wasn't all that outstanding, like, oh my gosh, I have to have this, it's the greatest thing ever. It's just another time capsule, and they didn't really have much passion behind what they were trying to show off. From what I've heard from the live stream, didn't appeal to people very well.
Yeah, there was a lot of unhappy people. Even before the live stream, somehow a lot of people, because it was a Kryptonian time capsule, a lot of people expected a new Superman emblem. And I even mentioned as such in the I forget in which of my video. I think the video where I talked about the time capsule, where I may have mentioned it in multiple videos. Some people were unhappy because I kept on mentioning it, but it's something that a lot of people were expecting a Superman emblem, and I tried to warn people in my Superman emblem video that we're not going to get a Superman emblem anytime soon, if not ever. And it's something that's been mentioned by maps even on the forums. So the Superman emblems we got, it was let's say once in a lifetime opportunity. Odds are that will not come back, and odds are we'll never have a new Superman emblem. So and that's why also whenever I make the Superman emblem videos, I show the old emblems to make sure that people understand that those emblems are no longer available in the game. And I try to show some alternatives that obviously, like right now I have the Zod emblem. Obviously, the Zod emblem is not a proper Superman emblem, but within the context of this universe online at this point, if you're looking for a nice emblem for your Superman character, you could do a lot worse than the Zod emblem. But basically, they try to give us. For some reason, they cannot give us a Superman emblem. Apparently, DC Comics do not want them to add a Superman emblem in the game for whatever reason. And oh, sorry, I was a bit distracted for a second.
No, it's fine.
So for some reason, they don't want us to have a Superman emblem in the game. But there are alternatives we can use.
How did the defenses get hacked
it's not the same as having a Superman emblem, obviously, but there are some emblems that are close enough, I would say. But that might be crazy.
Scanning island perimeter.
But usually I'll try to suggest those alternatives to people so that if somehow some people were not there when we did get a Superman emblem, at least there's some other emblems that they might be able to get. And even after that, there's still people asking for a Superman emblem, and there's still people who think there's a Superman emblem in the new time capsule for some reason. So I guess you can never say it too much.
No, you definitely can't. What else was I going to say? Oh, about the seasonal, just very quickly, and I'll wrap that up.
Sure.
The other adjustments of what they could have done is just give us extra currency for when we complete the instance as well as the outside stuff. But because they didn't do that, they decided to extend it till July 7th. So, all right, we're about ready to get ourselves started with our first bounty. With either the robot or one of the side bounties.
Oh yeah, we could do the bounties while we wait to complete the group, sure. Well, let's see, the robot. Oh yeah, the robot is there. So soon you guys need to defeat the robot. Now's the time, come and join us. And we'll probably go play one of the... we'll play a couple of the bounties until we complete the group. What say you, Mr. Nix?
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
And
so
just for you
want to join, let us know. 6 out of 8 right now in our group, guys. So come on and join us.
Oh, I forgot I was in DPS role. I wanted to cast a Grim Force Chain just for you, but I messed up. There we go.
You mean the one guy who still runs around like crazy? Yeah, good use of that Grimworth chain.
Always. Admit it, you like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's great. Definitely wouldn't have any other artifacts to use instead of that one, and the boss is already dead.
Nah, that's the best of the artifacts.
I'm gonna head over to Gizmo. I know where Gizmo is. He's over here.
Usually, yeah, he's around here.
So I saw in the comments, somebody earlier had said this. Were you on when people were teleporting to the Hall of Doom into the Watchtower, vice versa?
Yeah, I saw a few, but I didn't really go poke at what was going on. But yeah, I was aware of what was going on.
It was a fun experience. I did a little bit of that. I only kind of flew around the outside of the Watchtower as a villain, and I was giving people permission to phase to me, so that they could join in on the fun. Good times. I think they patched it today, right?
No, it was supposed to be part of the hotfix. It's what I was going to mention also. Like Terrell Davis has mentioned, we got a Superboy Jacket. Sadly, at this point, when you complete the collections from the time capsule, you do not get the rewards just yet. Like I completed the collections for the hairstyle and the scarf, and still did not get the collection. There was supposed to be a hotfix today to remedy to that, to fix that. Sadly, for some reason, the hotfix did not happen. I tried to leave a post on the forums asking maps if we would get the hotfix today, tomorrow, next week. Sadly, I saw no reply. My guess is they probably had some issues with the hotfix, and they don't know when they're going to be able to add it to the game, or maps just didn't get a chance to reply to people in the forums. Oh, do we have a full group, or do we do one more bounty?
Yep. No, we're good to go. Let's get ourselves into this. Let's do our first raid.
Okay, so let's do this. So sadly for the hairstyle, for the jacket, and for the scarf, we won't be able to get those just yet. We can get the collections, but we don't get the rewards just yet. And also there is a little bug with one of the emblems, the emblem of Rao, which sadly, even if you do get the enhanced version of the emblem, it doesn't trigger somehow, so you don't get the feat for getting the enhanced version of the emblem, and you do not get the feat also for getting all the emblems. So, I assume we'll get the hotfix soon, but are we going to get it this weekend? Are we going to get it next week? Your guess is as good as mine. Thank you, BVU. It's alright. It's alright if people don't like the stream or not. I don't worry too much about that.
Jericho, the recruits, and I will search this way. Robin and Red Robin, scout out the other direction. Report back on what you find. Tryouts are officially over. Today, you're Titans.
Do you know a good jacket to recreate a casual Barry Allen? Would you want like a lab coat? Do we have anything that's remotely similar to a lab coat?
To a lab coat, not really. I would see some of the varsity jackets maybe, but nah, even then it looks more like a jock than anything else. To admit, I would have to look it up.
Interesting. You have amazing materials from Broken Mage Q.
Well, thank you, Broken. I had to work hard for a lot of those.
By work hard, he means by spending lots of money on it.
Oh no, I mean farming a lot. Like there's some of those materials. Like I remember when we got the first metallic materials, metallic chroma materials. I bought, I don't know, 8 or 10 booster bundle at the time, and I got one of the materials. So I had to play the broker and get the other ones. So I had to farm for cash, try to find valuable items to sell on the broker, and I had to build my cash. And the cheapest I was able to purchase was for like 200,000. But then at some point the materials were like 600,000. And for the orange one, I had to buy it like 6 months, almost a year later. And I had to spend another 600,000 for that one alone. So getting all the metallic chrome material was, let's say, challenging to say the least.
Yeah, some players need to understand playing the long game is very important in this.
Yes.
You're not going to get rich instantly. Hold on to some stuff and you can make a lot of money.
But also, you cannot think that okay, I'll purchase a whole bunch of booster bundle and get everything, or even time capsule. Like some of the guys sent me tells or messages telling me that they opened like 300 of the new Kryptonian time capsule, and they did not get the chromo material, and they did not even complete. The style. So people seems to think that the just spending money is the way to go. Sometimes even if you spend a lot of cash, you still don't get what you want. The safest way to get what you want, but that often means also the way that you have to work a bit harder is to just buy it from the broker. So if there's something really specific that you want to have, buy it from the broker, because you could open 100, 200, 300 time capsule and still not get the rare chromo material. If you're in a stroke of bad luck, it could happen. I understand that it's like right now I think the material is about 600,000 on the broker. I understand that farming for cash to get $600,000, yeah, it is. It takes some time, and yeah, I understand also sometimes you burn out a bit. Farming for cash is hard work sometimes, and sometimes you can burn out a bit. Like I have to admit I'm a bit low on cash right now because I was a bit tired of farming for cash. So I haven't done that in a while. But sadly, in order to be able to get the new chroma or even the Superboy Jacket, I'll have no choice. I'm gonna have to farm for cash because opening time capsule, I wasn't able to get those items. Although, also I did not open that many time capsule this time. I opened maybe 30 time. I opened the 30 time capsule that I had in my video, and that's pretty much it. But I did open a few cursed chroma, no, cursed Gotham time capsule. I kind of like those time capsules, so once in a while I'll open a bunch of them.
So if you're curious about what feats you just saw there, number one, for nobody wiping, obviously with us being at 330 CR, it's pretty easy for us to stay alive. But the other one was we killed the bosses within a tight timeline, within like 10 seconds or something like that. So nice job, everybody. Somebody had said University Jacket. How do you get that? Well, you got a couple different ways to go at it. Number one is the Valentine's Day event. The second one is, well, from that event, you can put it on the broker. So if you happen to have that, or you see them on the broker, you might be able to get it for a good price. Unless, Multi, do you know anywhere else?
No, I would have said the same thing.
End of the line, Titans.
Where are they, Deathstroke? Where are our friends?
Why don't you ask Terra where they are? She was so eager to play her part in your team's demise. Like putty in my hands. She even thinks I'm the father she never had.
You son of a...
Splash wants us to shout his friends Cam, Spidey, and Jay. Thank you for loving the channel, it's much appreciated.
Your first mistake was relying on your teammates. Thanks to that supply drop,
Focus
I'm
and
feeling
take out the
pain.
specific pod that's weakening you.
Not feeling very invulnerable, tough guys.
Oh, people don't love my content right now. Don't worry. Eventually, when I get into the deeper of the bigger episodes, where people have like a billion questions about how do you get some of the current DLC feats, that's when you guys are really going to start to care about what old Nyx has to say.
Joseph, don't.
Disco Dance Off. That feat is for not letting any of the red lasers hit us. We didn't even get that phase.
One day you'll understand.
And Roll Crushing, we didn't even do any of the rolls, so we didn't do any of that mechanics. Easy feats. Look at this. Easy feats for the group.
Let's go save your friends.
So much garbage, though, from this DLC. I have to just instantly throw it all away. But if you are trying to upgrade up your head augments from this particular DLC, you're going to want to hold on to some of this stuff.
Sadly, this is probably the one DLC that I did not keep the augments.
Oh, I trash mine all the time. I only keep them if they have any true purpose and needing to be held onto. Take, for example, Justice League Dark. If you don't have those, you're going to take so much more damage in that Shattered Gotham raid. Simple as that.
Well, personally, yeah, I kind of like the Metal Part 1 ones that gives you a little Dark Robin that fights at your side.
Yeah.
Ah, come on. Dark Robin is so cool.
Yeah, but I mean, just pop the henchman. You'll be fine. You'll live.
Well, you can, if you have the henchmen and the augments, you can have 4 Robins fighting with you.
That's overkill.
Nah, it's never. You can never have too many Robins. Come on.
One Robin is too many. But at least they're evil Robins. That's what makes it better.
I thought you would like that.
That's why I do.
I wish we had more sidekicks like that. Like, why not the proper Robin or the Teen Titans or something? I don't know.
Right? They could have done something like that in this time capsule. Wouldn't it have been pretty awesome to have a little pet crypto as the collection reward that we could have in as like a turret or something like that? You know, it does a little bit of damage.
Oh yeah, that's
That'd
something
be pretty cool.
That's something people have been asking for a long time. Even before we got the pet for the base, people wanted to have crypto as a pet to fight in battle.
I'm in control of his body.
Deathstroke hired
maybe
Terra
someday,
to
who
betray
knows?
us.
Yep.
Damien, I want you to take Jericho and
Why are you running the Titans
go
raids?
after Terra.
Why are we running the Titans raids, my good man?
In the long run, we'll try to run all the raids to give a chance. I'm sure that I'm not the only one. Like when this raid was around, I wasn't playing DC Universe Online. I was I don't know 6-8 months where I could not play DCUO. So I'm sure I missed out on a lot of stuff. And I did come back a bit to play some of those missions, but probably not as much as I should have. Which was why, like you saw, a couple of feats pop up. So I'm sure I'm not the only one who maybe needs to go back and complete some of the contents. Or some of the harder feats. There's some feats, sadly, that way back when we played the missions at level. Sadly, we did not manage to get some of those feats.
Not the Titans, not Slade, not even your parents.
Shut up.
So the short answer, we never really covered that content. So why not?
He said.
And in the long run, I'll try to cover. We'll try to play all the missions.
Follow my lead. Did you have to work at being an utter
I'll probably
failure?
keep some of
Did
the
it
missions, like
unnatural?
the Fortress of Solitude. I will probably play those at some point, but I'll keep those for like I don't know, in 5 years when we're done when we are done with all the content.
The more angry she gets, the more power she expends.
And who knows, if Nick is brave, maybe at some point we'll try some of the elite content.
Just as long as everybody's listening.
Well, we could start with maybe some of the low-level elite content and work our way up.
I like that idea. Elites require coordination. The coordination requires everybody on the same page and communicating.
That gas from the volcano is poisonous.
Especially with the current DLCs these days. If you have people who aren't talking, it's as simple as that. You're not going to last long in your race. Batman 299, I did see your comment. I'll comment on that after we're done with this fight, okay, bud? He was asking about after you're done with your main skill point branch tree, where do you put your skill points? And I'll tell you where.
Keep moving. The fewer of us she traps, the more likely we are to survive.
Once you're done with your main, you delete your skill points. You don't need any more. Ah, crap.
I didn't know how long it takes to upgrade artifacts. It would blow your mind as to how much it takes.
It takes a while. Let's say
On
that.
the artifact calculator, put in all that information as to what you need from ground zero all the way up. It's a tremendous amount of catalysts, tremendous amounts of source marks. And it takes a lot of patience because you might not actually be successful.
I would say it takes
when you're
about
trying.
2 years.
Oh, don't. Don't be that crazy.
Okay, 5 years, but no more.
Going more?
From the foundry.
Leveling the artifacts, it depends on a whole bunch of stuff. It depends on
Yeah.
did you save up your artifacts, your nth metal, and then use your nth metal when we had a double XP. Usually that does speed up the process at least a bit. So if you save up your nth metal,
that's one I do mine.
yeah. So you see, if you save up your nth metal and then use those while there's a double XP, that does help. The same also if you use an nth metal detector. So there's a whole bunch of ways to speed up the process. So depending on what you do, it could take longer or it could take a bit shorter. Oh, we're about to lose John D. West. What's happening?
Well, slowly,
Yeah.
while these volcanoes are up, we're taking overtime damage. That's
Yeah, I know,
percentage on
yeah, I know.
health.
It's because John D is not there anymore.
The moment you lose your healer is the moment that it all comes tumbling down. Because it's not going to matter, even if they do stand up, they're going to instantly die unless they have a soda. So let's just take the wipe on this one.
Sure, but what... Did Jadon disconnect or something?
I don't know. The young individual there has full power, so that's kind of alarming in some cases. Hopefully they're going to be able to come back. They are still dead, so...
That's okay. Well, that's my point. Like, I was able to click on him, but never came back.
No. Oh well. Well,
Oh,
if
wait
he
a minute.
doesn't... Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you don't mind, Prime. Oh, no, he's back. We're golden.
Well, Prime can switch healer if he wants to. I'm the two healers.
Yeah, sure. Having two healers is absolutely.
Never a bad thing.
Absolutely.
Tara's weakness is her anger. Follow my lead. I would laugh if you weren't so pitiful.
He started the fight and he went down CR to a 1-1-1. I don't think he's having a good day right now.
We've succeeded in angering her, but further taunting will be necessary.
His gear may be broken.
The more angry she gets, the more power
Yeah,
she
he'd be getting shattered for sure.
I'll bury you.
Shattered.
Avoid her rock wall.
Oh,
Does
well.
anyone know what gloves you get with the Rage of War global briefings? I mean, without looking at it, I have no idea myself.
Well, I would have to look it up. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. I don't know if our friend Prime Barry Allen can switch. Oh yeah, he's healer. Okay.
Yeah, he's healing.
Okay.
We'll be okay.
Some of you guys seem to have a problem with the audio. Do you have a hard time hearing us, or is it everyone? Is it just one guy?
Maybe it's my audio.
Well, I'm wondering if it's only one guy who cannot hear us, odds are the problem is on his end. But if everyone cannot
Right.
hear us, then it might be our fault. Terrell Davis, add you where?
Spread out. She's trying to confine us. Evasive action.
Ah, you got wall. I'm stuck in the wall.
You can hear us? Okay, well, that's good. Not a big deal then.
Oh noes, some more gas.
Well, at least nobody's using orbital. That's good. People at least understand that part, maybe. Or maybe they just don't remember. This is the one fight you're not supposed to use an orbital on. I'm gonna die. Gone. I got stuck in the wall dealing with Terra as well, Multiverse. No problem. It happens.
A classic multiverse suit. That's pretty much what I'm using. Imagine what I'm using, but without materials. That would be.
Evasive actions. The floor is lava.
Thank you, Pudding Fighter.
What is your classic Multiverse outfit look?
Well, it's pretty much what you see right now, but without maybe the cosmic material. That would count as a classic multiverse look.
Oh yeah? You're gonna pay for that.
Okay, Mr. Nix.
I'm hanging on.
Okay. Not sure if is our friend Jay down here? I don't.
No, he didn't make it in the
okay.
room.
That's why. Okay.
Avoid
I was
the
wondering.
rock walls. The floor inside is deadly.
Avoid the lava flows.
Oh no, you're stuck with the lava. Oh no, you're here. Okay.
I'm right beside you. And actually, well, there's a feat technically. If the whole group was on basis, all they have to do it is just once, but everybody has to be in the fire. But if you guys were to do that, that's what you would do. But not this time, it's fine. But that is the feat.
We're not gonna go for that.
No, we're already at the end. We're laughing now. On to the next raid, the machine.
It's over, Terra. Give up. You need help. There is no dishonor in it. Let
Ooh, the
Titans
water
help you.
geyser
Over?
uplink device.
This
I don't remember seeing
Oh,
that.
you do.
over.
You don't say. I got that. Also,
Slade and
Ah,
all the
copycat.
Titans in hell.
so common.
No, Terra, stop. You'll
Ah, poor Terra.
She deserved it.
no.
Nix, when is your new video? Oh
on.
God, probably next week.
Ah, come on, you have to get one for tomorrow.
I can't. There's no way.
Okay.
Go on ahead and save
With
the
my
Titans.
mic-
Jericho and
If
I
my
will
mic
attend
set
to
the way that it
it.
is right now, there's no way I want to record. That being said, though, I have my script ready, so I just need to get to it. I was
That's all right.
tempted to just record everything and then just voice it over in post, but I was like, that could be painful. And if I'm not in the location long enough and I talk my ear off, then I'll lose that.
Well,
point.
you can repeat your footage. It's a trick I did at some point, like because sometimes it's easier to to record as you play the game, but sometimes there's some things that you may want to either rehearse or be able to repeat some lines over and over if you need to. So when you do that, let's say you talk too long and somehow you talk longer than the actual footage you have, just repeat the footage your footage 2-3 times if you need to.
Okay, the machine. That's the next one.
Oh, Batman 2099 was the OP DPS of the game. It happens.
Okay, so yeah, I have a couple of things I need to answer here.
Sure.
Okay, so where do you spend your skill points after your main tree? So if I'm looking at my skill points right now, I'm gonna pull mine up here.
I'll pull mine so that people can see what you're talking about.
So
Oh, too late.
the instance would come up. It's fine. I didn't hit enter yet. So after, of course, you pick your focus at the top, you're going to want to go down. If you are a DPS, make sure you've maxed out critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and then whatever your main trait is. So for myself, I have maxed out might and power. After that, I want to make sure that if within my combos of what I do in my loadout, that my weapons is also pretty nice, so my precision is my next target. It's not at all that important for health. I would think, well, maybe for some of you guys out there, health would be a good benefit. It helps you to stay alive a little bit longer. I know the percentage you might not think it's that big, but if you put enough skill points into that tree, you might be able to survive a little bit longer. So my idea would be going to the opposite of the weapon.
So basically at the top we have the 3 focuses. So there's the weapon expert focus. So if you use your weapon, you're going to go for that one. There's the hybrid focus. So if you kind of use a mixture of power and weapons, you'll go for that one. And if you mostly do damage using your powers, then you'll go super powered. And personally also I have a tendency to go with super powered because you get that 25% extra power regeneration. So I kind of like to have that in a lot of my characters.
I see you guys mentioning the screams. Is it like an echo in some of our voices? Can you guys let us know what you mean by that?
I'm not waiting anymore.
Also, is it a reference to us also? Because if it's not, then I'll let you guys keep going on it.
I know you're worried. We both are, but the cavalry.
And yeah, the EGD Max. Yeah, I didn't hear about the Creeper. It's a fun character.
Oh, the DC character? Oh yeah, for sure.
In just a moment, my faithful acolytes, you will see your loyalty.
Okay, it wasn't about us. I was worried there. I was like, do we have a horrible scream in our background that we don't know about?
I'm sure they were talking about you, but they're too polite.
Well, it's...
And the hierarchy of international villainy and extermination.
Black Mask has to always be torturing people.
I thought you were going to say it has to always be a creeper.
That takes the
No, that's your job, I think. The hero has to be the creeper.
Well, actually, the creeper is a hero. Well, maybe more anti-hero.
Oh,
but...
Terra screams! Yeah, Terra screams. Oh yeah, it's the worst, especially in this game. Oh my god. Good call. Jukestar, I remember also. Yeah, we can start this up whenever. Jukestar had mentioned up also about. I could have mentioned up one of his videos. I could, but I saw some also really good videos coming from Obsidian Chill. So he made this several videos going over pretty much every single tank power. If you guys get yourselves a chance, if you are a tank power, I highly suggest you check those videos out. You will learn a lot. Actually, I was working with Obsidian Chill the other day. We've been going for a feat in one of these elite raids, and it has been going well.
How dare you betray me, you evil villain?
I know, right? I'm not loyal to anything or anybody. If there's a content creator out there, I want to work with them. I want to work with everybody. I want us all to work together. That would be an amazing goal.
Even
create
like
a community. Everybody. If we're all on the same page, we're trying to promote the content, right? That's our goal, isn't it?
Depends.
I mean, if it's pure negativity, then no, I don't want to work with somebody who's like that either. The Creeper would be an interesting look, though, in game. So it's like that would be like an advanced look on the primal attribute in game, or personality, I should say.
Well, the closest we have
Burn
is
just absolutely melts these guys now.
The closest we have is his alternate ego, a Jack Ryder.
I have gadgets and super speed power. Should I focus on might or I need precision too? So once again, focus in on your main characteristic as your player. If you are might based, and that's how you do your damage, that's how your generator mods are, your artifacts attribute towards that, and your loadout supports that, then yes, you need to focus on maxing that out. After you're done, and I would imagine within your might powers, you're going to add a weapon combo here and there. Or maybe you're just trying to get an activation on your weapon to get some weapon bonuses. So you'll want to get a little bit of precision. And of course, vice versa. For precision, you're going to want to get that power, more power added. Especially if you're a power-hungry player.
More power would be nice. See? Oh.
Gadget, if you have amulet, go might. But gadget, very amulet reliant. Yeah, for sure. The amulet is it's a very risky artifact to hold on to, but the reward is just fantastic for damage. Now, I wouldn't recommend that for any of you guys. Do not be wearing the amulet. We have people struggling to get healing out as it is. We don't need to have more worries on those guys. Okay, that was the first set. Nice, pretty straightforward. One of these days I gotta make a video on like basic things that you should understand once you've hit level 30. Like knowing the value of things like compound omegas. Taking the repair bots and making sure you have a stack of those.
You don't need repair bots, you're crazy.
So many other things. Having armories. I know like that might sound like completely trivial, but if you don't have more than one armory, you're completely wasting your time.
Yeah, but a lot of guys are free-to-play players. Obviously, they don't have armories, or they have only the one.
Well, I don't like the way Hive Master jiggles.
He does what he can, the poor master.
He's a weird villain. For a Green Lantern, would you focus on superpower damage or weapon damage? I focus on superpower damage. Is it bad that I focus on superpower damage?
No, I'd go with superpowers because you want to use your Green Lantern combos.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like even if you were hard light. I mean, well, for villain side. I mean, I believe that's the preference, if I'm not mistaken, to go might based rather than precision.
It used to be that the light power was one of the exception where you had to go precisions way back when to do more damage with your power, but eventually when they had the big revamp, they changed that. So now it works like all the other powers. If you want to do damage with your power, you go might, and with the Green Lantern powers, you are going to want to use your combos. So obviously you will want to go might. Although
DCUO may have missed out on some villains, but there's an opportunity. Sorry, I know you're talking there. They may have missed out on their opportunity for ideal villains, but it's got a chance still to bring them back in. You never know.
Well, you have to think in terms of the long game. In the long run, they'll cover a lot of villains in the long term. Oh, I can see someone using one of the Legion artifact.
Also see somebody using the Grimbor's chains.
Nah, that's impossible. That's my job.
Do not abandon me. I command you.
Oh look, another orbital.
I must have
Where?
my ascension.
Actually, I got the
You are
Henchman?
henchman uplink device trench creature.
They're so common.
Well, there's a box also. Let's see what's in the box.
Terra and the Innovator have compromised.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Is the box?
Titans, we are leaving. Mother box?
Could be anything in the box. There could even be a boat.
No, we got the 3 source marks. That's okay.
That's actually really good. Honestly, I think that's the best thing.
I'll take it.
By villains, I mean Batman villains.
Well, we have quite a few already. We have the Penguin, the Joker, the Riddler, Catwoman,
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
I'm not in there. Well, what's wrong with that?
Actually, nothing.
Harley,
See,
Surprise.
see, you're the one Black Mask in DC Universe Online, as opposed to the thousands of Batman there are.
Right, I would be insulted. I would be absolutely insulted if we had a DLC with a Black Mask and I didn't do the voiceover. Let's be serious.
We'll have to talk to Meps about that. Is there something else we should do before?
On a scale of 0
We have
to
about 15 minutes
awesome,
left.
You did awesome times infinity.
Any suggestions, Mr. Nix?
There was only one of those things. If only we knew what they were.
We beat up the one side bounty. Why don't we go take on the other 3?
Sure.
Calendar Man, Catman, Falseface. Oh man, in the 60s Batman show, I loved Falseface. Get over here, Nix. Wow, that was in caps. Why are you yelling at me?
Let's go find out.
I'm gonna smoosh you like a Goomba? What? What?
Not sure what's going on.
I don't know either. Alright, I'm probably have... What's his face over here? Nope, he's not over here. Oh, I didn't go low enough.
Well, we should have Mammoth or Simon.
I was looking for Simon or Jinx. Jinx is a good alternative. Here's Jinx.
It cannot be Simon. That's impossible. There's a P.
Titans Island is cool. Wish there was more to it, more to do. Absolutely, I agree.
I don't know. Maybe someday they'll add more to the map.
Did you see the post on the forums about the pets? So, like, for example, there's pets from DLCs, right? And they've kind of gone out of date, and people were always wondering, well, I want those to be at the end game. Like, can I like upgrade them in some way? Like, how can we do that? And I think it was Sharon who updated us on that and said, eventually we're going to have a vendor system where if you run that content over a period of time, additionally, you can upgrade those pets and trinkets. So I thought that was pretty cool. So like, say, for example, the snake turret, if you remember that from Metal Part 1. If you were to run that content eventually when it does go live, this feature, you'd be able to get that pet at the highest level, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, now it's just a matter of when are they going to do that? Because I see people asking about that all the time in the forums. I hope they did not announce it too soon, because they're gonna find it annoying if they spend the next 2 years telling people soon, it's coming soon.
Agreed. That part is very annoying. Confirmed new pets as well. Yes, I do believe that. But they'll all probably be at the same power level. I can't find Mammoth. Anybody finds Mammoth or Simon, as I always used to say, Simon Says, when this DLC was around, let us know. Oh, I ran into somebody. Who was that? Oh, Jinx again? Ew. No.
Only once per customer. Too late.
Mad Hatter would be a fun DLC.
The possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. The
It just depends.
Batman Rogues Gallery is massive.
It just depends on what they decide to focus on. But they do seem to have a tendency to want to gravitate towards more recent storylines.
Simon says, I found Simon.
No, okay.
Don't kill him there, Mr. Prime. Just let everybody over here.
Thank you, Tyler. So have a good evening, good sir, and thank you for coming by.
Have a good evening. Yeah, the basic eagle. Yeah, there was talk about that because they were like, well, how can I upgrade my golden eagle that I got from SM? And he's like, you won't. But we're going to have another eagle-like pet eventually. You know why? Because that kind of template is easy for them to make a pet out of.
Sure.
Why do you think we have so many bats? Why do you think we have probably so many eagles at this point? Yeah, it's easy for them to make. Turrets. Oh my gosh. How many turrets we at now? 4?
I would say not enough.
Yeah. I wish you could summon all of them at once. Now that would be cool. If you could actually do that, like let's say there was an artifact that says, if you were to have a trinket of the turret and you could summon all 4 of them if they're in your inventory all at once. That would be awesome.
Like the Boo Ghost?
Sure. Yeah. 2 of which, that needs an upgrade too. I still can't find mana. Oh, got him.
Do you have him?
And he's almost dead.
Already?
I'll wait till you guys come up. Well, there's a hero and a villain working together. I'll just stand over here.
Poor Mammoth. Never had a chance.
But I think after this we'll be ready to wrap it up for today.
If you guys have any last-minute questions, ask them now. We'll answer a couple of questions, and we'll wrap it up afterwards. Let's give a thank you to everyone who played with us.
Yep, thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Our group was pretty good today.
And were you able to watch the new TV show Loki, Mr. Nix? It's
Yes.
an evil villain.
I like it. I like it.
I thought you might. Seeing your
thought it's
soulmate
also
on screen.
Third. See my soulmate. I don't think I could be friends with Loki. I think that would be awful for myself because
Okay.
he backstabs everybody. How could you work with somebody like that? In my organization? Yeah, definitely no way.
Oh yeah. I wonder how long it'll take before he backstabs Owen Wilson.
Oh, I'm honestly thinking he's going to in the end, but I don't think they're going to do that yet. I don't know if he'll outrightly kill him, but I mean, it's not going to be pretty in the end.
Russ the Ruler is asking what we think of the new time capsule. Overall, the style is this is the new style from the time capsule. It's a nice enough looking style. And some of the Kryptonian emblems look really nice. I especially love the Zod emblem. But it's a bit of a mixed bag. The one thing I'm still scratching my head. We've been asking for a Superman hairstyle for ages at this point. And once they finally decide to give us a Superman hairstyle, they give us the mullet Superman hairstyle. I'm almost a bit insulted by that.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
overall, it's not a bad time capsule, but they missed the boat a bit on a few things. What about you, Mr. Nix?
No, I completely agree with you. It's crazy. Like we definitely wanted the kerchief. Like right, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted so badly.
Yes.
I don't know of how many players I can tell you that wanted that style. Just as soon as they saw it, they were just like, "Thank you. My prayers have been answered."
So
All right,
sometimes
I actually have to get going right now. If you guys have any more questions, throw them at Multiverse. I'll see you guys next week, and take care.
Bye, Mr. Nix.
Bye, guys.
I hope the Titans realize that they should be held accountable for all these tourists.
Xiao Colora is asking, would you mind running the OA Green Lantern DLC in a live stream? Yeah, we could put that on the list and do that at some point. For someone asked if we were going to be live later today. Nah, sorry, we're going to be live next Friday. Normally we're live every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so just come around that time and we'll be here. The Zod emblem, yeah, I Russ the Ruler, I have to agree. The Zod emblem is by far my favorite. I love it. It's a bit ironic. We kind of see this universe online, or we kind of see history repeat itself. I remember way back when we had the aura for the evil Yellow Lanterns, but we could not get an aura for the Green Lantern. Somehow DC did not want us to be able to get a green aura. And then eventually they finally did give us a green aura. Here we have almost the same thing repeating itself. We cannot have a Superman emblem, but they are allowed to give us a Zod emblem. So who knows? Maybe in the long term we'll be able to get a Superman emblem. But from what we know, we shouldn't expect a Superman emblem anytime soon, if ever at all. Nah, Anas, I'm not going to say your name. Sorry about that.
Kill the robots. Hack back the robots. Power up the robots. Holy crap. You guys are total dorks.
So if you guys have any last minute questions, the time is now. We're almost done.
If we make the team?
You have, let's say, 3 more minutes. That's okay, chill. There's always next week. So next week we'll try to play some of the older content again. Just not sure which one yet. Someone was asking the Green Lantern content. Maybe we might decide to do that. If I celebrate Christmas, yes and no. Technically yes, but like last year we were in lockdown, so no one really celebrated Christmas. But this year, if there's no lockdown and no curfew and all that, yeah, I should probably go to celebrate Christmas with family and stuff like that. Although once in a while, there's a few years where it just wasn't possible. If I was outside of town or something like that, there just a few times where I would not be able to celebrate Christmas. But if we do have someone celebrating Christmas in the family, yeah, it should happen. Well, last year no one felt the Christmas spirit, and also here I don't know how it was for you guys. Here we had we were in lockdown, we had a curfew, so there was a whole bunch of restrictions. So celebrating Christmas was not really a good idea, and even some of the restrictions, like we had a curfew until a couple of weeks ago, so that made things a bit let's say challenging. But next year, well, hopefully this year by December, things will be more or less back to normal, and we'll be able to celebrate Christmas again. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. How to farm for source marks? At the end of the day, farming for source marks, just play all the missions that you have access to.
Are you serious? Is this superhero training or shop class?
All the missions you have access to and that you are in the relevant content for, play those. That's all I can think of. Like for example, try to play all the solo missions, the two-player missions, the four-player missions, all the open world missions. And if your combat rating is low enough, you could play the Doom and Metropolis missions. Uh, those missions are give you a good amount of source marks. Assuming that you are, I forget what combat rating you need for those. Let's go find out.
Scanning island perimeter.
So for Doomsday, so if you are lower in combat rating 262, you will get the source marks from all the missions from the Doom Metropolis map. So play those missions as much as you can, and there's no real miracle about getting source marks. Maybe someday, well, yeah, Russ the Ruler. Who knows? Maybe someday we'll get the Bizarro
I hope
emblem.
this mission is better than the last. I am being underutilized.
It's alright, chill if you have your own style. That's fine. Sorry, Anas, we're pretty much done for today.
While I prefer the company of robots
So
to
let's
most
give a little
people,
bow to everyone.
this is a little excessive.
Let's go back to our lair.
Performing scheduled patrol.
So next week, guys, I'm not sure yet what content we'll play. I'll have to give it some thoughts. Someone asked for some Green Lantern content, so we'll see if maybe we can play some of that. And next week should be the last week where we'll play with heroes, and the week after that we should play with evil villains. Oh, you get all the Tenge? I'm not sure what you mean by Tenge. Can you specify, Anas, a bit? And in case you guys missed on the video, this here is the regular version of the style. Tenges. I'm sorry, Anas, I have no idea what that is. I know, chill. DCUO is not dead. It might slow down a bit. Usually, it's something that happens every year. Once you reach the 4th of July, the population drops like a rock. And even on YouTube, you notice like once you reach the 4th of July, there's barely anyone watching videos. There's barely anyone playing the game. So yeah, the game goes up and down depending on what part of the year we're in. But no, DCO is not dead. But as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, a lot of the restrictions we had have been lifted, and also we had a curfew. So the curfew has been lifted. Summer has started. So I can tell you that I can tell you right now, there's a lot of people that are not playing this Universe Online right now. They're enjoying the sun. They're enjoying the fresh air. And I have to admit, I'm very tempted to do the same. But here we are playing DCO anyway. So no, this Universe Online is not dead, but there are ups and downs. Usually in January, there's not that many people playing. Actually, no. With the anniversary event this year, there was actually quite a lot of people playing. But there's usually a bit of after Christmas, there's usually a bit of a downtime. But then it picks up slowly but surely, and by the time we reach like March and for the spring, there's quite a lot of people playing. And normally once we reach the 4th of July, the population drops like a rock until maybe end of August. There are exceptions to that, like the summer when we got the Wonderverse DLC. Actually, the population did pick up for the Wonderverse DLC quite a bit. And usually it picks up again in end of August, early September. And it pretty much peaks in November, end of November, early December. Usually there's a lot of people then. So there's sort of a cycle throughout the year, but nah, this Universe Online is not dead, not even close. Oh yeah, the material is pretty cool. I have to admit, I like it a lot. Yeah, the Superman emblem thing was a disappointment for a lot of people. I saw that in the videos that I made, in the comments that people made. but also we saw that also on the forums. There's quite a lot of people that weren't, or even when there was the live stream with the devs, already in the live stream, people were not happy about that. I can tell you that. So I can understand people's disappointment, and also we saw it on the broker a bit, like the new quote unquote Superman style, the six dimension style. Uh, the price started well enough in the broker, but within not even 1 day, the price dropped like a rock. That is how I was able to basically make my video about the new style fairly quickly. Is that even though I was not able to complete the style opening, I only opened the 30 time capsule, so I can normally you have to open about 50, if not 100 time capsule to be able to get the whole style. So I wasn't able to get the whole style, but then when I looked in the broker, the style was pretty cheap on the broker. So I bought everything I was missing, and I was able to make my video showing you the style. But yeah, you can feel the disappointment for a lot of people with this time capsule. Not always, but it's fun. It's fun to play iconics. In what other game can you come and play Superman or the Flash? Or I understand that, like in the case of Batman, you have the Batman games. If you want to play the Batman, you can play the Batman games. But the games only have a limited amount of playtime. So once you're done playing all the Batman games, what do you do? Well, you log into DC Universe Online, you create a Batman character, and you can play your Batman character forever. And the same with Superman, the Flash, or any other character. Um, I'm, I have to admit, I'm not really up to date for the CW, for whatever news about the CW. The last thing I saw was Cisco, apparently Cisco, Harrison Wells, and I forget who else are leaving the Flash. That's the last news I got about the CW TV show. I saw a clip about the last scene with Cisco, and it should have been a clip with a lot of nostalgia and a sad clip, and it was a bit sad. But I haven't watched the show in quite a while, so I guess seeing Cisco leave the show, it doesn't really matter because I wasn't really watching the show anymore. So and for Batwing being part of Batwoman, last I heard, I thought Batwoman was canceled. So uh, are they going to bring him into the show just as they're canceling it? Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, the glitch about heroes or villains being able to go into each other's I'm going to say lair, but the name escapes me right now. Like the glitch about heroes being able to go into Hall of Doom and villains being able to go into Watchtower. It's supposed to be fixed in the next hotfix, which is the hotfix was supposed to go live today. It didn't happen for some reason, so it might happen tomorrow. Uh, the CW did some good stuff. The first few seasons of Arrow or The Flash were pretty awesome. Sadly, they something happened along the way, and it became pretty much unwatchable. So I have a mixed feelings about the CW TV shows. Well, yeah, I have a lot of styles, but I've been playing this universe line for like 9.5 years by now. So you have to play the long game. I mentioned this quite a few times. You have to play the long game, and so you gather your styles slowly but surely, and eventually, when you guys will be playing this universe online for like 9 years, you'll have a lot of styles also. I guarantee it. What show do I like to watch? I have to admit, lately there's Invincible that was pretty good. There was a few annoying bits. The way they portrayed Amber was pretty annoying. It reminded me of how Iris was annoying in The Flash. Superman and Lois is good so far, but sadly we've been burned with the CW. We've been burned with Arrow and The Flash and even Legends of Tomorrow. Those shows started and they were pretty awesome when they started, and they dropped off a cliff at some point. So yeah, Superman and Lois seems to be good right now, but I keep on expecting them to pull the rug from under our feet and go into Crazy Town. Uh, For the Green Lantern series, we keep on hearing a lot of rumors, like or even today. Today they were talking about now a Green Lantern movie. So we'll see. Their plans are changing all the time, so we'll see what they end up doing. There should be a graphic update in the Q4 this year, not Q3, Q4. Uh, and there should be a PlayStation 5 client in 2022. Well, Iris was that she was stupid. I didn't mind too much. What I minded was how bossy she was. And I remember the first in the first season when she was complaining to Eddie because Eddie was keeping a secret from her, but she wasn't keeping a secret from him. She was investigating her friends, and she didn't tell Eddie. So she wanted Eddie to tell her whatever secret he had, but somehow she kept secrets from Eddie. So I felt very sorry for Eddie, how bossy she was, and how bad it made him feel. So Iris, the lady seems fine enough. The actress seems likable enough, but the way they wrote the character, holy crap, did they make her bossy and annoying? I felt very sorry for Eddie, and I just couldn't understand why Barry would want to do anything with her. For Xbox and PlayStation and PC crossing over, we don't know at this point. And it has nothing to do with DC Universe Online. It has to do with Sony and Microsoft and Xbox, and everyone has to agree to allow crossplay. And apparently, there's in order to be able to have crossplay with PS4 or PS5 or PlayStation, I should say, there's some sort of fees involved. So I suspect some games don't mind paying a PlayStation Extra to be able to have crossplay. Some games don't want to pay extra. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. The Flashpoint Gotham comes from the show Flash. Not really. I'm not sure about Eddie being cobalt blue. It could be. Well, it would make some sort of sense, but I have no idea. How to get Nightwing? I have a video about Nightwing character creation, and as if you look at my videos, you should see how to be able to recreate our friend Nightwing. So that is going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So thank you to everyone who came to play with us. It's always appreciated. You guys are awesome. Uh, Thank you guys for watching. Again, it's always appreciated. Thank you for all the comments. Being able to chat with you and exchange with you. That is when I started making those videos. So I never really thought about that, but it's one of the nice things that come with making live stream. Being able to interact with you and being able to exchange with you. That is a bonus that I never expected, and I appreciate it very much, guys. You guys are awesome. I love having you guys every week. I might try to make more live stream. I'll have to give it some thoughts, but it's always a matter of if I can find the time to do it. Again, Anna, search in my videos how to create Nightwing, and you'll see I have videos about that. So thank you guys very much for being here. Hopefully we'll see you next week. So for those of you who may not know, it's every week. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live and we play some content. I'm not sure just yet, what content we'll play next week. Some people ask for maybe some Green Lantern content. We'll see if we can do something like that. So have a good weekend, guys. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye, guys.